What's going on, guys? It's Brandon again, and today I'm bringing you guys a brand new War Thunder video. And today we are bringing out some ground forces. We're going to be playing some tanks, and the tank that I decided to take out today is the Panzerjäger Tiger P, or known as the Ferdinand. This little beast of a tank is considered a tank destroyer and sits at a 6.7 battle rating. Its armament comes with an 88mm PaK-43 cannon with 50 rounds of ammo. And I don't know why, but tank destroyers are always a major draw for me in War Thunder. Whether it's the US M18 Hellcat, which is probably my favorite TD, or the Ferdy on into the SUs on the USSR line, I just have a major draw for these types of tanks. Now, shifting our focus back to the Ferdy, one of the major draws for driving around this tank for me is the frontal armor thickness. Now, the thickness of the frontal armor is about 200 millimeters. However, you do have to watch out for the sides of the frontal armor, a little bit to the front where the lights sit on the tank. It's only about 80 millimeters of thickness right there. Also, right behind that spot is where the fuel tanks sit, so if you get shot to the front, then possibly your fuel tanks might get set on fire. So you're just going to have to be very wary about the frontal armor thickness in that area, and just try to avoid getting shot through there at all costs. Also, another important area to focus on is making sure that you do not get flanked or hit from the sides. I mean, it's just like any other tank. You always want to watch your corners. You always want to watch your back. But especially in the Ferdy, I noticed that this thing isn't the most maneuverable tank in the world. It's not incredibly quick. So you just want to make sure that your allies as well as yourself are watching your back from other tanks that could possibly be flanking you. Now, another important factor to touch on is the fact that you guys got to remember that this is 100% a tank destroyer. It's not going to turn really fast and take out somebody that's approaching from its sides or from behind it. But my point is, and this is basically relating to what I just said, is when you go frontal with this tank, people are not going to be able to penetrate you because they're not going to know where to shoot, and it's going to irritate them. So when in doubt, people always end up shooting for the cannon barrel. Now, if they shoot your cannon barrel and they do disable it, it's going to leave you in a little bit of a predicament because A, the Ferdy's not too fast, so if you do get disabled, you better hope that you're behind some cover or something you can back up into, and B, they will probably take this time to try to flank you and try to annihilate you. So that is just one very important factor to be vigilant of when you are using the Ferdy. And you know, of course, my tactics are going to vary from everybody else's, but whenever I use a tank, like a tank destroyer or a Ferdy, I just kind of ease my way into the combat zone. I take my time. I try to make sure that I at least have allies on both sides of me. This kind of negates the fact that other tanks can come from behind or hit me from the sides. I mean, they can still flank, but at least knowing that I have two allies right beside me, it's kind of reassurance I can back them up as well as they can back me up if something goes down. And another word of interest I'm going to mention, and it kind of carries over from my World of Warships video, is the word anticipation. You just need to learn how to anticipate where enemies are going to go around the map. And I mean, this is true for any tank, light tanks, medium tanks, heavy tanks, tank destroyers. If you can understand where the enemy is going, then you won't put yourself in a situation where you might get flanked in a tank destroyer or hit from the sides. I mean, I do understand that there's other factors that do go into it, but once you understand the map and you understand where to hit tanks and you can anticipate their moves, then you'll be pretty gold when using something like a tank destroyer. Because I can say, hey, this tank is the greatest tank in the world, or hey, this airplane is really OP, go out there and use it, and you go out and you get killed right away. The reason behind that is because the plane or the tank is only as good as the pilot is in combat, and everything just comes down to anticipating an enemy's maneuvers or how they're going to approach a certain area of the battlefield. But then the other factor comes into play where odd things do happen in video games such as War Thunder, things that are kind of out of your control and just comes down to bad programming. So I do understand that there's those factors, but mainly in my opinion, if you guys understand how a map works and you understand how a certain machine works, then you can be pretty spot on when it comes to annihilating your enemy. So hey, maybe there's another idea. Maybe I should just go ahead and start making map guides as well. I think you guys would probably like that because I give all these guides for tanks and airplanes, but if you don't understand the map, then it is kind of hard to anticipate where an enemy will go or what to do in that situation. But anyway, guys, I think that pretty much sums up this video. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, then please leave them down below in the comments, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. On another note, I think I'm going to try to get on a weekly uploading schedule, maybe Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So go ahead and tell me what you guys think about that below. My friends and I were talking about that. how to improve certain areas of the channel, and that's something that they came up with, maybe get on a set schedule. And I understand that. I think you guys would like that a lot more than just me uploading randomly every 4 days or every 2 days or something along those lines. So I'll go ahead and try to implement that this week. We'll try to get on a Monday, Wednesday, Friday schedule. On another note, guys, I'm also going to start streaming 3 days a week. I'm not sure what days it's going to be, but I'll get back to you when I do have the set days. But it's going to take place around 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, just to give you guys a little bit of an idea. But we're going to start off by streaming World of Warships. I have some really good things to say about that game, and I've been playing it quite frequently. And I actually have someone quite special that I play with on World of Warships, and I want you guys to meet. So we'll go ahead and jump into that in one of my future streams. So I hope you guys are looking forward to that. But again, guys, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, then please leave them down in the comments below, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. Also, I plan on recording the Twitch streams and putting them on my YouTube so you guys don't miss anything. But anyway, guys, again, I hope you enjoyed this video. My name's Brandon, and as always, have a nice day.